Bonjour, 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 et bonjour. Today we're going to learn the difference between subordinate conjunctions and coordinate conjunctions. How does that sound for an evening? That's the lesson you might have been waiting for if you had confusions and questions about the topic, and we're going to cover that in the scope of this lesson, within the scope of a few minutes. And are you ready for the theory? Let's dig in. Today, this lesson will be divided in 4 parts. That will be definitions, definition, there will be the coordinate conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions, and conjunctive phrases. 4 parts. Let's start with the definition. What is a conjunction? It's a word used to join 2 words or groups of words, according to Dictionnaire Le Robert 2022. Let's start with coordinate conjunctions. Here we have the coordinate conjunctions of the French language, so pay close attention to that. Mais où est donc ornicar? Mais où est donc ornicar? It's quite easy to remember when you think about it. Mais où est donc ornicar? Because we can turn that into something that has meaning, and it helps. It helps remember things faster. Mais où est donc ornicar? Mais où, but where could that person be? Mais où est donc ornicar? These are the coordinate conjunctions of French, which in English translates to but, or, and, so, however, neither, nor, because. It is used to combine 2 independent clauses. For example, il regarde le télégraphe. As you can see, it's a beautiful telegraph here. He's looking at the telegraph. Dot. Elle mange un ragoût. She's eating stew. Dot. We have 2 independent clauses. They're completely independent. That conjunction is a coordinate conjunction, links them, binds them, turns them into one. Il regarde le télégraphe et elle mange un ragoût. How to combine 2 independent clauses? In French, it is done through the use of conjunctions, and in that case, the coordinate conjunction. Now, slightly more difficult because dynamics change with subordinate conjunction. And here, I just named a few, more of them on the website, and there's a link below the video because there's, of course, an exercise after this lesson. And these are lorsque, comme, si, puisque, quoique. And here, it's a better idea to explain with that example. He's looking at the cheese, she's eating stew, or, depending on the context, he looks at the cheese, she eats stew. Il regarde le fromage lorsqu'elle mange un ragoût. Et lorsque, in that case, is, what is it? Subordinate or coordinate? Il regarde le fromage lorsqu'elle mange un ragoût. This sentence is going to be very hard to split, because it's incomplete if I only keep that part of the sentence, because there's a guy looking at the cheese. It doesn't really tell me much about the context, but he's looking at the cheese, or he looks at the cheese when the woman, or elle, mange un ragoût. We have some part of the sentence that needs the other to work and to have meaning, to make sense. So a way to recognize what you're dealing with is just to pay attention to the word. What kind of conjunction are we using? Is it mais où est donc ornicar? The coordinate conjunctions that we covered before, very easy to remember. Where the hell is ornicar? Or is it another one? And if it is not mais où est donc ornicar, well, you're going to find that it's going to be easy to identify what kind of sentence you're dealing with, especially if when you try to split these parts of sentences, well, they don't make sense. You cannot get all the information that you need. Now, we also have conjunctive phrases to end this lesson, because it can be more than one word. Here we said that a conjunction is a word that connects 2 words or 2 parts of sentences. And conjunctive phrases are more than 2 words. So, conjunctive phrases are used to combine a dependent clause to an independent one, just like a subordinate conjunction. So very, very good to know that it's the same thing. We're not opening a completely different kind of conjunction here. For example, he's looking at the cheese. Elle mange un ragoût. Here we have two words forming the conjunctive phrase. Alright? Let's sum it up. We learned today that a conjunction is a word used to join two words or groups of words. And sometimes you also have what is called a conjunctive phrase. In that case, it's more than one word. We learned that a coordinate conjunction binds two independent clauses, unlike the subordinate conjunction. In that case, well, one clause depends on the other, and a subordinate conjunction. This is what we're using here. You know, somewhere on the internet, maybe below this video, might be a link or might not be a link. Thank you for watching. And there's a link below the video. Do the exercise, do yourself a favor, and I'll see you then.